Hi, Divas! I'm Pythia.
I'm Yuhua Hamasaki, and today we'll be slapping or scrapping some looks from Canada's Drag Race.
Season 3, ooh.
And thank you, Pythia, for having me here today on Slap or Scrap because our two other sisters are having sex right now, and it is the only time that they are not available.
Not the incest.
No, they're having sex with other people, not with each other.
My dirty mind, ooh.
Because that's kind of gross. Now, what do you think of this episode?
It was very interesting. There was a lot of choices, let's just say.
I have a lot of bootleg opinions, but I think most people will agree that I don't think that Kaos should have been in the bottom at all. When they first announced her name, I thought that she was gonna be in the top because honestly, she has my top 2 look from this runway. Actually, top 3 look from this runway.
I have to absolutely agree. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
In the words of Raven, I could not believe it. So category is stole my look, where these queens have to make looks from the same materials.
That's such an interesting concept, and I don't think it's been done on Drag Race before. So basically what we do in the past episode, so I introduce one and then you introduce one. So I'll go like, first up we have Giselle Lullaby, and then I go, what did you think? So then you give your critique, and then I give my critique, and then we do slap or scrap at the end. I'm sure you know, but cool.
You're trying to teach me how...
No, I'm just trying to be efficient.
Yes! Imagine I go up to RuPaul and say, RuPaul, this is how you should do your makeup.
Oh my gosh, you would literally have your head on the chopping block.
Imagine Lady Gaga goes up to Madonna and say, Madonna, this is how you should dress.
Ah! Wait, am I Gaga and you're Madonna?
No, baby, I'm Lady Gay Guy.
Gay guy!
I'm just kidding, I'm messing with you. We're all sisters. We're all sisters. We all love each other. We're all equal. That's what RuPaul wants us to believe, is that we're all family, even though most of us don't have each other's numbers. This video is sponsored by Cometeer. Flash frozen coffee shipped to your home, but most importantly, delicious.
What is that? I want to upgrade my coffee too.
There are monthly shipments of coffee shipped to your door, customized to your preference of roast, of light, medium, dark, or decaf. Plus, there are new roasts every month. And these are some of the flavors that I received. And today, I'm gonna give you a quick demonstration on how to make the southern weather. As you can tell, I've drank almost all of them because they are just so delicious. And the box also tells you what kind of ingredients they have. So they have notes of milk, chocolate, plum, and candied walnuts.
That sounds delicious.
So today we're gonna make some iced coffee. So all you have to do is pour the capsule into the cup, and then I'm gonna put some oat milk in here, and then I'm gonna stir. Delicious. Smells great too. Wow.
That's so easy and convenient.
It saves you so much time than going to the store or making this by yourself because in each it has all the ingredients that it needs to make this delicious drink. But most importantly, it is still fresh.
I'm gonna sign up right now.
Go to the link in the description and get yourself $4 off your first 2 orders if you use the code YUHA40. Let's all upgrade our coffee habits together.
Up first, we have Giselle Lullaby.
I thought this look was cute. I do enjoy the silver more than the purple. The purple didn't really make sense to me. I could have done without the stones, without the black around the cuffs, and I thought that around the waist area, I'd have brought it up even more. And I don't really care for the purple through the bottom of the dress. I would have made it just like a purple panty or something like that because now with the fabric on top of it, it just seems like a dress on top of a dress.
I thought the purple underneath was very distracting. Honestly, I think it would have been a cool look without the purple at all. Yeah, it's a little droopy, like I feel like the corset fits a little lower, but you know, it's kind of like a 1920s moment. There was like the very sort of like low cut vibe.
Yeah.
It's very like earthy with the like long droopy sleeves. So it could have worked without that purple dress, but regardless, the execution is very well done. I feel like the stitching is beautiful, the gathering is awesome. Like, I don't think I can scrap this. I'm gonna have to give it a slap.
I honestly don't think that this was a winning look for this episode, unfortunately. I apologize, Giselle. Love you in the other runways, but this was not a winning look for me.
So are you gonna give it a scrap?
What's in the middle? It's a crack. It's a crack. It's cracking through the slap a little bit. It's making through its way through the slap.
It's a crack.
We see a little crack in the slap.
It's a crack in the wall.
Next up is Bombae.
Okay, for this look, I'm not quite sure how I feel because I'm seeing that there's a lot of like irregularities. The stitching is kind of off. It's a little droopy on some sides. We both know we don't have a lot of time in design challenges on the show. It's quite intense. We barely have time to breathe. So props to you for trying to make a bodysuit, but it doesn't fit properly. And I don't think that's the point of them.
I think it's safe. I agree with you that the stripes don't really necessarily read as straight lines. If she intentionally made it like curvy, I would have been okay with it, but I don't think that is her intent. I think the reveal was cool. I thought that it kind of read as if she's like, hey, I'm hiding myself, and voila, I'm a warrior superhero. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I think she looks cool. It's a slap.
The reveal transformed into her cape. So yeah, honestly, great look, a slap for me as well.
I think that in the premiere, the look that she made should have been in the top.
Yes.
This one should have been a safe. I thought it should have been flipped.
I agree.
So far what you're saying is we're disagreeing with everything the judges are saying.
We're just so in sync.
So are you saying that you should have been the winner instead of Isis then?
100%.
That's the lovely answer that I want to hear, baby.
I mean, do we not all want to win?
That's the lovely answer that I want to hear. Let me text Isis. Isis, meet Pythia in the parking lot.
Bring my crown. I'm gonna get canceled for this.
Next up is Boom Boom Boom. Boom Boom Boom, Lady Boom Boom.
Yes, my hometown sister. I absolutely love this look. I love the baby doll 60s effect. The ruffles, it's so over exaggerated, it's beautiful. I kind of hate what she had on her hair. Absolutely do not need that. If she did like sort of like a 60s sort of bump, beehive moment with a little flippy end and like a big headband, I feel like it would have fit the look much more. But you know, that's nitpicky, and making that amount of ruffles in that amount of time that we have is quite impressive. So
I thought this was fun. I don't mind the headpiece because it still connects with the rest of the look. This look kind of looks like she's a nursery, very youthful, very young, like a baby with this tutu dress that she has on, with this cute little bow that she has on. She's about to go in the bathtub and play with her toys. So I thought it was cool. As for me, the shoes, I would have done silver to match the dress. I don't necessarily see how the black matches with the outfit other than it's with the same color as the hair. Then again, I don't know if she brought silver shoes with her and if this was the only pair of shoes that she has, but overall, I give this a slap.
I also give it a slap.
One thing I want to point out about Lady Boom Boom is that she's a very, very smart and very creative queen. Remember the premiere episode where she made this big shoulders, complete like avant-garde look, and then she came in this feminine, very flirty, very cute look. Great job.
Yeah, she's giving us a lot of like multifaceted. I love it. Up next, we have Miss Fiercalicious. What did you think, Yuha?
Not gonna lie, when I first saw her name as the cast announcement, that her name is Miss... You know, I read it really quickly. I thought her name was Miss Fiercalicious instead of Miss Fiercalicious.
Pickalicious, like pickles?
No, Miss Fiercalicious, more like...
Might as well be with his f***ing look.
I actually don't mind this look that much. Very simple, yes, but overall, it's clean. It's safe. Yes, again, going back to the construction and also the skills and amount of work that's put in compared to the other girls, this is very safe. I would rather have something simple and clean than have something messy and fecal. But I will point out that I want to see some of the silver stripes that's shining on her panty though. I thought that could have connected a little bit more. Just little minor details. What do you think? Because I think that you don't like this look from the impressions that you're giving me. Yeah,
honestly, I just don't know how I feel about it at all. I feel like the idea was there, but the execution was not for me. And can I be honest with you? I'm just tired of fabric-covered corsets passing as looks with cardboard stuck onto them. So I'm kind of over that. I'm not even gonna give it that much commentary, and I'm just gonna go straight to scrapping it.
I'll give this look a slap. It's a slap, it's fine, it's safe. It's boring, yeah, but you know, it's clean. You know what I think could have elevated this even more? If she just have some sort of fabric around the side or something like that. Just give us a little bit more than just panty and corset, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a train or like something ruched or like a cape, something.
Next up is, oh my god, totally making my way downtown, walking fast, Irma Gerd.
You know how last episode I said that you can't go wrong with a clown? I'm scared and I feel like I'm gonna have to take it back. because I think she went really wrong with this clown. The blues, the silvers just don't work really well with this look. I see the concept. I feel like it just felt very unfinished. It just looked like a piece of fabric gathered around the top. It was ill-fitted on her waist. I feel sad to say it. I love a clowny bitch, but I don't know. I don't know if that was the one for me.
I do agree that it does look a little bit flimsy from the bottom down. I would have done to distract from the shape a little bit more is to make it almost like a circus top, because she's talking about how she's like a clown, she's serving you circus. I would have made the bottom blue, silver, kind of like how a regular circus top is. It's white, it's red, white, red. I think she could have played with the colors of blue and silver a little bit more. I would have liked that better, so that it still seems like she's the queen on top of a circus top, but instead of being red and white, it is silver and blue. And I thought that this look is intentionally supposed to be stupid, fun, silly, so I thought she served that category. Is this fashion? Not really. She did okay in this.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, it was okay as well. I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunities, like you said. The skirt could have been like a tent sort of vibe. Yeah, I love the theatricality of Irma, and she does give that a lot in the past. Yeah. But I feel like at one point, you know, are we judging the category and the craft, especially since the design challenge, or are we judging the theatricality and the performance of it? So if I have to look at it technically, I think it's a scrap for me.
It's a scrap. Okay, your turn.
Oh! Sorry, I got a little spooked by our next contender, because what in the lallery is happening here? Miss Jada Shada Hudson.
When I first saw this look, I thought she was a fag. And by fag, I mean a cigarette. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, is she serving you Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz? And then I realized that she has flowers and circles on the dress. I was like, okay, is she serving a dessert? What's going on? And then the more I looked at it, it just didn't make sense. It just seems like a bunch of stuff stuffed on. Let's start with the hair. I would have done it without the hair under the headpiece. I would have just done a really tall hat with the hair coming out. That would have been really fun and cute, because with the hair like that, it just kind of distracts you from the headpiece, what's around the neck. And then maybe with the flowers on top of the plate, I would have done maybe a bigger plate at the top, a smaller plate in the middle, and then bigger plates throughout the dress so that it still gives her a silhouette. But overall, I don't think she needed them to begin with.
Yeah.
But then again, we know she's not a look queen.
She does serve amazing looks, but we know that she can't necessarily make them.
She can bring them.
She can bring them, she can have them made by designers.
She can pack them.
Yeah, she can pack them. She can fold them up.
You know, she can stroll them into the workroom.
Well, watching this walk down the runway, I was like, is she supposed to be like a tablecloth with plates on top of it? Is she supposed to be a picnic? I'm not quite sure what is going on. I know she said she was going for futuristic / alien. I don't see that either. I'm not quite sure what's happening. Yeah, the shape is just not flattering on her. I feel like the slit makes her look like a tube. I feel like she looked so beautiful without the cylinder thing on top of her head. When she took it off during judging, it looked so good, so I don't even think it needed that either. There's a lot of missteps for me in this one. I feel like I'm gonna have to give it a scrap as well. Damn, there's a lot of scraps.
You know what I think this look could have done without the paper plates, without the flowers? Do you know what this look kind of gives me? Is that Kylie Minogue look where she has the white and then the slits on both sides. She could have just done something very simple, very clean, and very beautiful instead of just doing all this extra work, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's exactly what I pictured as well.
So in conclusion, if this is what the future looks like, I don't want to be alive. It's a scrap for me.
We're killing ourselves together. Romeo and Juliet style.
Bring on the climate change! Taylor Swift, fly your private jet. Fly it every day. Fly it 10 times a day. And shut the f up, Greta Thunderbird.
I'm dead.
Next up is We Stand This Here. Kaos is the queen herself, Kaos.
I am shook that this look made it to the bottom. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I know the judges said that this has been done before, but as we will get to it, Kimmy was in the top for something that's been done a lot as well. The judging was kind of off for me. It's a classic silhouette. Yes, we've seen it done before, but it's done with a different twist. Her twist. I love the black and white and silver elements. It's very flattering to her. I love her hair. Kind of like reminiscent of feathers. It looks like giant long feathers. So it could also be like a sort of ode to her indigenous culture, her Métis culture. Everything worked for me.
I thought she looked beautiful. This kind of reminds me of the look that RuPaul did for the season 9 promo with the very origami.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. I love the white that's coming out, shooting up, and she curled each piece individually, and then the black behind the white on the chest and at the bottom of the dress. And I thought the tattoos showing were beautiful as well. I thought that the tattoos on her body almost served almost like a accessory. I thought the leaves in the middle were very cool. It echoes in the dress. Yes, we've seen it before. It's not like she's done it like 20 times, you know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of like when Dusty Ray Bottom started doing the dots and they were like, oh, when are we gonna see something different? It's like, girl, the competition just started. Like, give these queens a chance.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be mad. To be honest, it's quite different from her first look, personally. I think the other one was more geometric, it was sharp, it had like 3D elements. This is more like a feathery sort of swirly effect. It's completely different vibes for me. I'm absolutely shocked that she was in the bottom.
I would rather see something that resembles who they are and works for their body and the type of drag that they are than see something versatile and then it looks like crap. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Didn't deserve to be bottom.
Bianca Del Rio won an entire show by wearing the same dress in different colors, so...
And if she's twinning it right now, she would have said, one with the same dress, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, clown emoji, clown emoji, clown emoji.
Ah! I don't want to get canceled, oh my goodness.
It's a slap, baby. You can slap me with that dress whenever you want. And it's something totally I would wear too.
It's a slap for me as well. I would definitely wear it as well. Next, we have Kimmy Couture.
And she says in her own words, she's here to represent the Asians correctly. So my drag and my heritage and my race and my whole bootleg opinions. About this look, I think she does look sensational in this. I have to agree that she looks beautiful from head to toe. This is a fully realized look. Yes, it does resemble a look that we've seen before from her again. But then again, if it works, right? And the only one thing I would say about this look is that in the front, the dress area, I would have liked for her to bring it up just a little bit so that there's a little bit more of differentiation from the front and the back, and so that we see more of her legs because the boots are very tall and we do want to see some legs in this. And I do appreciate her pushing the hair to the back as well, because sometimes queens would wear long hair and they want to put it in the front because they want to show the audience that they're wearing all these long human hair. But then again, we know it's a long hair. We don't need the hair in front of the outfits to distract us from the beautiful details in the front. So I thought she did a fabulous job with this. Great job. Beautiful.
The fact that she made these epaulets, shoulder epaulets, out of hot glue and a prayer is very impressive to me. It's so well fitted, it's beautiful, it looks like sort of a Lord of the Rings. It's very magical, it's very mystical, it's like Galadriel going to battle, warrior princess, and it's so amazing. The hair is stunning. The braids down the front of her face are so cool as well. Oh, I would have loved to see elf ears with that. I love an elf ear moment. Yeah, I agree with you. I wish we could see more leg, maybe like a gladiator shoe or something to kind of further carry that gladiator warrior princess vibe. But she served this look. Literally, she can wear a trash bag and I'm kind of like gagged.
She's beautiful, she's stunning, she looks like, I was gonna say Yuhua Hamasaki, then that's a little bit internal racism. She looks beautiful, she looks happy, she looks like Linda Evangelista.
Indeed, I give it a slap.
I give it a slap too, and thank you, Kimmy, for sharing your story about how you want to do drag and you want to tell people that drag is just an art form. And I want to emphasize that drag is completely an art form. Thank you, Kimmy, for sharing your story.
All this sort of like commentary reinforces the binary and just like toxicity that has been thrust upon us as queer people for millennia. So to hear queer people saying that to women and drag artists in the community, that they think they shouldn't be doing drag because of who they are, it's the exact same thing that we've been experiencing for millennia. So it makes no sense to me. You know, just let people do drag. Let people make art regardless of who they are. I think that's the beauty of it.
You hear that, Drag Race? Pythia saying allow everyone on Drag Race.
Please, drag kings, trans men, trans women, non-binary people. I want to see all the queerdos, everything.
Pythia is a queen that bites the hand that feeds them.
I will gladly bite, only if you ask.
Meow! Next up is Miss Vivian Vanderpuss, and she is looking, what? You go.
Oh, you're throwing it on me? I see how it is. So I absolutely love it from the neck up. I think this hair is absolutely stunning on her.
So you like the wig that she brought with her and the outfit that she made in the workroom is a no?
Yeah, I want the wig. Vivian, I'm gonna send you my address. I had a lot of expectations because I know that she can do it. But unfortunately, I feel like this kind of missed the mark for me. It's just very plain and basic. The seams were completely out of line. Like her waistline is kind of on a diagonal, and I don't think if that's intentional. I feel like the neckline is very wonky. It's like it slipped or the glue came undone. She said she was gonna have like fringe all over the outfit, but I don't see fringe. I see some chains or wire. I'm not quite sure what that is actually.
She's listening to her iPhone. She's listening to iTunes.
Girl.
That's her Walkman, that's her headset.
She's too poor to get AirPods, but who am I to talk? Look at me.
Yeah.
The only thing I really like about this is the stockings, and the stockings she brought from home. And the wig.
I think with this look, it has potential. What I've done with the sides, with the black, would have made it a little bit more curvy.
Yes.
And with the fabric that's the silver, I would have made it droop instead of connecting it.
Like you said, maybe like some ruching around the top as well would be cool. Like a gathered fabric, just kind of draped around her shoulders, just to carry that flowy effect from the bottom.
But yeah, unfortunately, this is a scrap for me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to scrap it as well. So now for our top slaps of the week. For me, I would have to say Kaos. Is that crazy?
I think that Kaos served a good look as well, but I'm gonna have to give it to Kimmy because she was the cleanest, she was the most gorgeous, and I think that it was the most fully executed look out of the entire lineup.
Yay! Join us again next week with Eve and Suki Doll. So, wait, should I say Eve and 6000?
I don't know. These are your sisters.
You're like, you don't know their names. Thank you so much for watching Slap or Scrap again. And tune in next week with Eve 6000 and Suki Doll for yet another episode. And thank you, Yuhua, for joining us. Thank you for being part of this while our sisters are busy. And thank you for having us on our channel.
Thank you, Pythia, for having me on Slap or Scrap. Bye, y'all!
Bye.